Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Rick Carl here, sports writer with the Greene County Daily World, alongside my boss, BJ Hargis, the sports editor. And it's time again for the BJ and Rick Sports Show.
Okay, continue, my man.
All right. Today, instead of previewing the games over the weekend, we're going to take a look at the recently completed draw to the Greene County Invitational Boys Basketball Tournament. Took place this afternoon over at White River Valley High School. Anything you want to say before we delve into it?
The tournament, I believe, is scheduled January 4th through the 8th at White River Valley High School, Switch City. This will be the 41st annual tournament, and Rick can tell you about the draw.
Okay, yeah. Game one on Tuesday night. We'll begin with the Union Bulldogs taking on the Clay City Eels. Clarence Johnson going in with an attitude of we're going to wait and see what happens until we get there. He told me earlier today there's a lot more basketball to play, so he's going to kind of wait and see what happens.
You think Clay City might be looking for a little revenge after that win by Duggar against Clay City Friday night?
If my old friend Vance Edmondson has anything to do with it, you know he'll be looking for revenge.
Okay. Absolutely
no doubt about that. Then we get into game number 2 on Tuesday night, which will be about 7:30 p.m. That'll feature the the battle of the only two schools in the state of Indiana, carry the nickname of Thunderbirds. The North Central Thunderbirds will take on the Eastern Greene Thunderbirds, and Coach Andy Eigel goes into this one carrying a favorites moniker on his back, on his team's back, and it's like he told me, let me see, what was the quote he said, I've been to this tournament, and just like in a sectional tournament where if you're not ready to play, you're going to get knocked off. And he says, we can't look ahead, we're going to play one game at a time, prepare ourselves, and go from there. I guess that's a good attitude to have when you're coming in 3-0 on a hot start and everybody's looking at you to be the big dog in the tournament. Second day of the tournament, Wednesday night, 6 o'clock and 7:30 games. 6 o'clock, White River Valley, the host, takes on what J.B. Neal, the coach at WRV, calls the second favorite in the tournament, the Vincennes Reveille Patriots, who incidentally last year lost to Shakamak in the final game 58-51. So to give last year Shakamak, that was their 5th title, and Reveille was looking for their 2nd. They fell short in that one. But if favorites play through, which we all know that doesn't always happen,
never.
Home or almost never, they could be taking on Eastern if all the prognosticators are correct, which I'm not falling into that one at all. But anyway, after the Reveille and White River Valley game, which Reveille won the first meeting between the two teams back in on November 27th, won it like 58-49. So JB admitted his team's got a lot of work to do, but he's positive they're gonna make a good impact. Final game of the bracket in the first round features two old familiar foes every year, it seems like. Shakamak and Linton. They play on December 17th. Then in the Pizza Hut Wabash Valley Classic, they're in the same half of the bracket there. So that could be meeting number 2 in less than a month, and this could possibly be the 3rd meeting in less than a month. And
they play each other a week from Friday night.
Yes, a week from Friday night they play each other, and then they go into the Wabash Valley and then into this one. And with that in mind, Joey Hart again is just saying, let's just take a little bit at a time and see if we'll be a better team by then.
Rick had alluded to the fact that Shakamak's won 5 titles. Just going through the tournament history, Eastern Greene, which is one of the few original teams left from the beginning of the tournament back in 71, I believe it was. Eastern's won 10, White River Valley 7, Duggar's won 6, Linton Stockton 3, Shakamak's won 5, Switch City Central before they consolidated 2, Worthington 2, L&M 2, Clay City 1, North Knox 1, and Reveille 1 as well. Recap of last year's tournament, which if you remember, we had snow and snowed out the Friday games, and actually which there wasn't the double-back consolation games. Like you said, Shakamak beat Reveille 58-51. I knew you was going to do that. Eastern beat WRV 62-55 for 3rd place. The other scores through the tournament, Shakamak beat North Central in double overtime 72-64. Eastern opened, they beat Clay City by 25. Reveille beat Duggar. WRV beat Linton 58-50, part of 2 wins over the Miners last year by the Wolverines. North Central beat Clay City, Linton beat Duggar, Shakamak defeated Eastern Greene, and Reveille beat White River Valley. Like I said, this is the 41st annual tournament, started back in 1971. And as I can see by my infamous clock on the desk, which I'm trying to conceal, our time's over. I was going to talk about some of the girls' tournaments, but we'll do that later on. And we thank you very much for tuning in.
And we'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you next week.
I believe the show's on the cancellation list, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see if we can get an overnight rating boost from the Nielsen overnight black boxes, and we'll see you next week on the BJ and Rick Sports Show. Broadcast presented live without a studio audience from the studios inside the Greene County Daily World in downtown Linton, Indiana. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you next week.